Bone Crusher got first. Hello, Bone. Elevator and Dragonblade and Jorak and Bone Crusher. He didn't hear you because I had myself muted because I'm trying to... My microphone's being funny. I'm unmuted now.
Hang on a minute.
Bye. Now I'm touching the cord. Sorry. Is that better? No, there's still a buzz. Okay, well hopefully you guys can't hear that because it's driving me nuts, but I don't know. We'll just have to see. I think something's touching the cord. Hello, Tree. How are you? I'll throw myself in the Discord. You realize that an incarnate weapon the entire time is secondary, named the Onos. Nice. How are things, Dragonblade? Good. The whirlwind has left. I love those kids so much, but holy crap. It was a lot of fun though. I had a good time with them here. I spent a tiny little bit more at dinner than I was expecting, but it's okay. Very good, thank you. Hope you're doing well yourself. I'm good, yeah. For those of you that don't know or hadn't checked the Discord or anything like that, I was hanging out with my nieces and nephews yesterday and had them sleep over. I got to hang out with my brother for a little bit yesterday as well. And then he came to pick them up later than we had originally thought. He was getting out of work at like 5:30, and I was thinking to myself, okay, well, I know the kids wanted to stay as late as they could, so... he's getting out at 5:30. I won't bother bringing them home. I'll just have my brother come pick them up when he's out of work. 5:30 turned into almost 10 p.m. by the time they were gone. Because my brother didn't get here till after 9. It was like almost 9:30. It is what it is. This happens. I knew it was gonna. I don't usually try to plan anything around that time because I had a feeling he was gonna start running late. He was, you know, he went off and did his errands. I'm watching his kids. He's, you know, time to himself. I completely understand. But, yeah. 2 more streams until I make mod. That's crazy. Thank you. Hope you're doing well yourself. I realized earlier that he had an incarnate weapon the entire time. But, hello, Melee. But yeah, so... all the kids seemed to have a good time. We went to an Irish pub and they had all kinds of stuff. I got 3 appetizers, everyone got a meal, and my oldest niece
says the
wanted a grilled cheese and mac and cheese, so technically she got 2 kids' meals, but she ended up having it for breakfast this morning, so it was whatever. And the tortilla has left the building? Yeah, the tornado, but sure, tortilla. They, it's always chaotic when they're here, because even just that many adults causes a bit of a mess for that long of a time frame, never mind 4 kids. All under the age of 15, so. Because the littlest ones, the girls, are 6 and 8. And then the boys are 12 and 14. So, yeah. I can't read your sentence, Aaron, without being, guess who's back? Back again.
Air.7 says, oh, I see. The turbocharged ones. Understandable.
The turbocharged ones? Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. They're, like, right at the age where, like, everything's chaotic. Thankfully, the boys are easily amused and can stay on task. Because you just give the second oldest a controller and put him in party animals, and he'll be happy the whole time he's here. And then the oldest was actually working on a costume while he was here. He likes My Hero Academia and a couple of other different shows, and he was building... I don't know what this character's name is. It's got white hair, like a spiky flame-looking collar, and a big mask that looks like giant teeth. Still says 185. Hello, Shadowy. Eminem, I don't blame you. Is it Dan? Maybe that's it, because he was watching the 2 newest episodes, because I gave him my Crunchyroll info. Told him to make a new profile. It's got, like, teeny tiny little glasses on top of the giant teeth mask. So he's been building that. But the thing is like, he doesn't know what he's doing, and he's just learning, so he keeps asking me questions, which is fine. I definitely don't mind helping. But when he's asking me questions, and somebody's hungry, and somebody needs help with something, and one of them's painted a picture and brought it over to me and wants to show it to me, and another one's asking me if they can take something of mine home because they really like it, and then somebody else spilled something, like, it's chaos. It's just pure chaos. It's fun, and I enjoy it, but it's pure chaos. Because it's not like they have a routine. This is a mini vacation for them, so it's just pew, the whole time they're here. Missed Friday's stream. I didn't stream yesterday. Hope you can salvage this. That's weird that it still says that, because I definitely streamed on Friday, but I didn't stream on Saturday or Thursday. That animated dude got his balls held hostage. I don't know, because I haven't seen it. They want to take the cat home? Thankfully, no, but they did love the cats. Sana was a hit because she's in heat, so she wants everyone's attention. The littlest one, I asked her what she wanted to do when she grows up, and she says she wants to run a pet store, and it can have, like, dangerous fish, and all kinds of fish, and all kinds of animals. That's what she said. That's what she wants to do, is run a pet store. Yeah, even with all kinds of dangerous animals. So obviously a girl after my own heart.
Kevin__zombie just subscribed for 29 months.
Kevin, thank you so much for the resub. Technically yesterday was Sunday. It's not midnight yet here. Yesterday was Saturday. Today's Sunday still for me. Sunday for another 6 minutes. Yesterday was Saturday and it was Friday. Hello, Clap Creek. Did you play as a dinosaur? Yes. Give her a boom slang as her first snake. She was actually helping me feed the snakes this time. She still thinks it's gross, and she doesn't love the bugs, but she did help. And she tapped the crickets into the frog's tank for me, and she helped try to feed the snakes. She's still little, so some of it was a little tricky for her. So I was assisting her in the process. The oldest boy wanted to feed the snakes too, so he got to feed one of them. 2 of them, actually. And then, the youngest, since one of the snakes was giving her a little bit of a hard time because of the size of the tank, she was having a hard time reaching her arm in. I had one of the pinky mice thawed for Scorch to trick him into taking his meds today, so he swallowed a frog. What the frick? Boomslang has venom that makes you bleed from every hole in your body. Oh, Joe has told me. Left the stream and rejoin, you still have the 185. Never mind, it reset to 1. Oh, that sucks. Oh, this is because it's my daughter's first day at work today. Today's Monday. It's not Monday yet. We got 4 more minutes. Bitches. But yeah, so that was fun. She specifically asked me. She was like, "Can I help feed the snakes?" And I was like, "Yeah." She's in there helping water some of the animals' tanks. She asked me yesterday if she could water them, but I was like, "It's already late at night. Their lights are all off. They're sleeping now." And she goes, "Oh, okay." And I was like, "You can help me water them tomorrow." She's like, "Okay." And so she goes in and she waters all the tanks. Yeah, so close to 200 and lost it. I'm so sorry. I was gonna say that, like, Friday wasn't originally supposed to be a super long stream, but I ended up going at least 5 hours, so I don't know what to tell you. Give them a hognose and they can have first-hand experience at getting musked by a snake. I have a Florida king snake. If they wanted to get musked, that wouldn't be that hard. Hognoses are so cute, though. But I did bring them to a reptile expo at one point, and they had a lot of fun there. So I'm wondering if that's kind of sparked the interest of the littlest one. But yeah. Anyone here got Valk augments they're willing to trade? You're willing to give any mod in return? What syndicates do they come from? What about a corn snake as her first snake? She can't have one until she's at least grown up because her dad is afraid of them. So my brother doesn't like them. I don't know how her mom feels about it, but she can't have a pet snake, at least until she's on her own. So she can just help me with mine here when she's here. Have you crocheted rings for your snakes to go around and tunnel in? I have not yet. That does look really cute, though. I saw someone who's done that for their hognose snake, and it's really cute. Had your first snake when you were 4 years old? Oh, that's kind of crazy. Yeah, no. My mom really wasn't too keen on it, but she was like, it has to be a baby so that you raise it so that it's not as scary. And I was like, okay. I wasn't allowed to bring a spider home because of my sister, or a scorpion because of my mom. She's like deathly afraid of them. But I was allowed to bring home a snake. But again, she told me that it had to be a baby so that she could get used to it too. Now I just bring home whatever I want. Technically, I'm not supposed to get any more animals because I made a list of how many animals I have to my landlord. But, like, I'm pretty sure if I got another one, he wouldn't fucking notice. New Loca and Perrin sequence. I do not have either of those, but Joe might have enough when he gets home. Keep in mind it was a garter snake. Garter snakes are cute, though. The California red-sided garter snake's really pretty. Your mom's favorite thing to say to your sister: grow up, get a job, move out, and you can get a snake. look at me now. I'm all the way up. But yeah, so pretty sure my landlord wouldn't notice, nor would he give a flying fuck. He did specifically want to know how many animals I had, and then I did say that I was like, well, I'm like hoping to breed some of them as part of my business, and he was like, okay, well, we'll need to know which animals you plan to breed, and you have to let us know when you start to breed them, and I'm like, why do you care? Like, why does it matter? They're in secure tanks that make no damage or no change to your property whatsoever. Why the hell does it matter what I have for animals? These are animals in tanks. They don't get out. They don't make a mess. They don't even shit on your rugs. Like, you're more likely to have problems with an infant, like other human beings, than my reptiles. If you get another pet, I would honestly just facepalm so hard. I can't afford anything else right now. I won't take another animal in until I have a house of my own. Unless it is a, like, dire situation, or, like, I'm the guardian, or the next in line guardian or whatever to, like, my brother's dog. He put me down as the emergency contact. You know, if anything were to happen, that I would take him in. But other than that, other than, like, this animal's gonna die without my help, I'm not taking in any more animals. Middle school, high school principal had a pet tarantula he kept in his office. He would help feed him sometimes. That's really cool. That's definitely cool. Used to feed your garter snake live goldfish. That's disgusting. I would do it because it's necessary for the snake's survival, but ugh, I don't do live feeders. Quick question, the hell happened to junctions? They changed them a lot to make them easier, and now they have, like, more specific tasks to actually open up the junctions. So now it doesn't cost as much. Basically they're streamlining it. No more combat junctions. I don't know if there's still a combat portion to it, like the actual junction itself, but to unlock the junction is what changed. At least I believe so. Pardon me. I know you couldn't hear it, but I just had to make sure I could breathe again. While we are waiting around, because Joe still has to set up his stuff, because he was sleeping here the last few nights. He was just gonna sleep over from Thursday to Friday, but the kids were coming over on Saturday, and I was like, do you want to come back and spend time with the kids? And he said, yeah, and then he ended up just sleeping over instead, and then he ended up packing enough and sleeping over last night, too, so I got him Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and part of today, so he came over Thursday, and he literally left, like, an hour ago. And then I'll see him in a few days, because he thinks he's gonna see me before that, but his birthday's on the 16th. So it's going good, Kempo. It's going good.
I don't know if anyone has told you this today, but you deserve some money. I don't don't have any to give you, but I just thought that you should know that you deserve some money.
What's up, kitty? How are you? But yeah, so 'twas a bit chaotic. Oh, cool. That alert's still up. I don't think Joe really cares about that, so I might just go off and do that alert by myself. I could really use some more macaque pearls. I'm rewatching 2008 Speed Racer. Nice. I didn't sit down and watch it with them because I was still kind of busy, but the girls wanted to watch K-pop Demon Hunters. So, that was playing at one point.
I'm still detecting a lot of infestation activity. Let's clean it up.
It's popular? Yeah. Popular is an understatement. It's the new hit thing. Yeah. I caught glimpses of it, and I kind of understand why it's, like, making waves. It looks like a really cheesy animated film, though.
You're cheesy.
Huh? Yeah. Sup, Killaday?
Thank you. Why did I take a picture of her fingers?
So I could send it to Zap. Because he used their polish.
Stay focused. There's a heavy unit approaching. Multiple targets ahead. A juggernaut nearby. It will only attack when it senses high concentrations of infested blood. Slow the fight if you want it to go away.
That was a fucking stupid waste of time and gas.
Yeah.
And I heard
Think you made
the
it
water
in.
leak into the car this time.
I told you I felt it splash me, so...
Yeah. It's gotta be from the AC unit.
Yeah. Because, like, I had heard
Is there?
heard it slightly
Hey, Ben.
and then also got splashed.
What the fuck is Floaty of the Fury?
You have to use just the pool noodle to do the mission, and then you get macaque pearls from it. I assumed you didn't give a shit, so I'm running it right now.
Not one bit.
That's why I'm
I
not.
don't even see that. An alert?
Yeah.
Oh.
Just got back from a small vacation after finals. Currently just updating and fixing my PC before I can play games all sem break long. Nice, Darren.
Nice. Are you done talking to that dumb bitch?
Got the noodle skin for my hamburger. I think I told you that.
Well done. Now get to extraction.
And you put the noodle skin on the hammer?
Mm-hmm.
I thought it was just for polearm.
I don't think it's a polearm.
Yeah, sure, because it certainly looks like a polearm.
Okay, that's part of the long story I had, Joe. Long story short, she asked to get back with me.
Yeah, we already knew that. And we told you, no fucking way.
Mission complete. Excellent work, Tenno.
Well, you said it live on stream, so I didn't think it
thought-
was a secret.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I thought you said it in the chat.
It's a hammer skin, so one hammer is a wrench and the other is a pool noodle.
Huh.
My sibling was trying to get me to watch Redline with them, but I refused because Speed Racer is superior, if only for nostalgia. Joseph,
Pistol ribbon.
shut up. I mean, sorry. Bone Crusher. Don't encourage anything.
Yeah.
No. This is not your stream. It is! It is my stream.
That's Ed's stream.
No, 'tis mine.
No. Violet?
Well, call me naive, but I told her simply this. Tell 3 of my friends of what happened. All of it. Your mistakes, my mistakes, whatever relevant. Basically, as a confession. If she wants back, she would need to be the one to put in the effort. Before you ask, one of the 3 is Violet, since she knows both me and Sora.
No.
Volt Nervos for sale? I don't know. Arshin says he's returned. He's starting the game now. Perfect timing. Joe just got back too. I had told him that you'd be like less than an hour, about an hour. So he had gone off to grab food, and then I went live, and he was like, "You're on earlier than I expected." And I was like, "Don't rush." How about
the store is up, like, upside down. The Veiled Riven is at the bottom, and the Shaka and the other Riven's at the bottom. The Veiled Riven Cipher is at the bottom, and the Riven's at the bottom.
You have a Volt Nervos for sale. The helmet? Oh, I wasn't around back in that time, so I don't think I have that.
Hmm?
I think it's the helmets that were tradable back in the day.
We have one, because Dipshit DE had them in the store.
Yeah, but I don't think I have one for sale. Zarin said, and she did it, so that's only step 1. Let's see whether she truly wants me back. So far, we went ice skating. I made a fool of myself.
Yes, no. Fuck her. Not literally, but get rid of her.
Arcane helmet. You definitely don't have those, Kira. Screw you, Archon. I have at least one of them.
I just told you we had one of them. The E let it slip, and one of them was in the Nightwave.
Yeah, so I have the Arcane Scorpion
Ash.
helmet, and I have a blueprint. So technically I had a blueprint of the Ash one to trade, just not the Volt. Plus, other people have given me stuff like that before. I know you would say that, Joe. You and a number of others.
Mm-hmm.
Is Prime on too, Arch, or just you?
She ran around wanting to be a hoe. And then she got treated like a hoe. And now
You're
she
the Prime
realized
power,
she
but
fought
perform it. Yes, okay. The Volt. Oh, the Neuroptics? I think I have a regular Volt Neuroptics. Hold on. I thought you were, for some reason, because you said helmet, I was thinking the old arcane ones. I have one. I can trade it to you.
What?
It's for kill. It's the Neuroptics, the Volt Neuroptics.
A Volt Neuroptic?
Mm-hmm.
I have one as well.
I'm not charging you, Killaday. She wanted to have fun, so whatever fun she had, for some reason, it made her miss me.
Because she was treated like a hoe, like she wanted. And then realized, oh, they only want me for the one thing. So, no.
Good luck telling Killaday no. Well, I don't need anything. Dang, that's a cool Volt. Joe. Look at my screen.
Hmm?
Look at this Volt.
Which one? The orange thing?
It's like a orangey red fire lightning.
It's alright.
I like it.
Dude, I am so glad it's you I get to work with. It's okay to like these. Huh.
Saren or Hydroid? What are we fighting?
Stand by for temporal shenanigans.
I get to
Let
play
us like defense,
Giant.
Hell Scrub. And a Tenora?
It was either Gyre, Ureli, or Wukong. I'm going Gyre.
Where's my Tenor?
I guess spend more. Those all kind of suck for primaries.
Pyrana Prime. Mm-hmm. Where are you? There you are.
I guess we'll go Tysus.
The Wolf Sledge or the Harmony?
I guess the Eden. Are you on now, Kill? Because if you want one of us, either me or Joe, whoever, can, you know, peace out, go do that and come back. Because otherwise we have to do the entirety of the ETA. Wish this was a rom-com. Sadly, it's just a story of a depressed man losing in life. What? Well, my excuse is that I don't consume enough media. Wouldn't have known the first half is just the man actually depressed. Hypergrace is having fun is sleeping around. Well, when you leave your partner to go have fun, like you break up with someone to go have fun, that's usually to, you know, flirt with other people at least.
Oops. Ignore the X mark.
Wouldn't know what she defined as fun, as that only becomes nightmare fuel for me. It is enough that I am genuinely getting frequent nightmares after the initial breakup. See, that's the thing, though.
And that's why you need to ditch the bitch. You have no idea what she's done, who she's done it with. And she's just gonna do it again anyway when everything becomes mundane again.
Are you going off to trade with Kill, or what's the plan?
You talking to me?
Yes?
We just started the temporal. What the hell are you talking about?
Yes, but he's ready to go, so one of us can peace out and come back, or...
Wouldn't that fuck everything up?
I don't know. He also said that he could wait until we were done. It's entirely up to you.
Do you have a complete volt set, or you just have a neuroptic?
Oh, I don't know.
Because I have...
I don't bother doing it that way anymore.
Well, I have a complete set.
It's literally my last one, so I'm assuming it's going to complete a set. Chassis systems. No, I don't have a full set anymore because I don't have a blueprint anymore.
So you just have the neuroptic.
I have the NAR optic, 3 chassis, and 3 systems, so I'll just trade it to him.
So you're going now?
No, I guess I'll wait until after. If you don't mind waiting, Kill, that way we'll just get through this
Hey, I
quick.
found Kitty's clan. It says Kitten of Doom.
Bitchy comments.
Order of the Blood.
You wouldn't want to know what she defined as fun. It's an awful pun, and I like you for it.
If you harvest a legasite under the precise conditions outlined in my model, we should see something.
Hello, Lena.
I don't know what.
Yeah, meow.
I'll know it when I see it.
Does the Tetrot mourn its lost children? Huh. Let's go, Kalimos.
Oh, that's right, we can't come out of the frame. Why are you dead already?
I'm not.
Huh?
I threw my
You just said you were
bicycle.
revived.
I threw my bicycle.
You had a bicycle?
My motorcycle.
You Paper Mario?
Yes. I want to ride my bicycle. I want to ride my bike.
Yeah, Archon. That's what I was just talking about.
You have to be rank 5 with the hex. Lachlan TV, thank you so much for the follow. Ow, that time I died. You're not unlocking anytime soon if it means getting rank 5. Yeah, you have to. Thank you so much, Lone Goldfish. That's a lot of streams. Oh no, Arjun.
Yep. Came up behind me. Dude, I couldn't even move because of the spikes were staggering me.
Mm-hmm.
Radrock? No, the spike staggered me. You shot me?
When in doubt, blame Archer.
The hive mind isn't happy with me, Kaya. I hope this is
Getting to 500 does not guarantee being a mod. I'm allowing that for Bone Crusher, but that is not a guarantee for everyone. 200 is for Blurp, though.
You were shooting it, and then you got rad, and then I ran into the bullet. Mm. My spores are over 7,000 right now.
It's over 9,000.
You only can say that if you watch the show.
That's not fair. Finally, I'm not going to be the rookie mod. We can finally bully someone else. I mean, celebrate!
Didn't realize I was rad proc. I could have just molted and gotten rid of it. Whoa, shit. You teleported almost right in front of me.
Can't we? Ah, shit.
I couldn't molt. It wouldn't let me.
Oh my god, I think I saved us all.
What do you mean you saved us all? We're all dead.
Nope. I'm not, because I had a Peely Pix on that let, Frost Dude revive me. I got at least Archon up. I saved us!
No, you didn't.
I partially did. Prime's already back.
I'm dead.
For now. You have the little thingy. We can bring you back. No? Should say Mortis Strike at the top of your screen. Yeah, so we can bring you back.
Oh man. When you
Petey
took out that
peaks for the
legacy, you
win.
wouldn't believe the data spike I saw. Do I know what it means? No.
Yeah, he'll get
But we're
picked
not
up when
done
we
yet.
go to evac too.
It means something's pushing back against what we're trying to do here. Next target, Kaya. Go.
I tried to molt, but it wouldn't let me.
Shit happens.
No, that's dumb. I saw my health getting small. I molted, and it wasn't molting.
Maybe it didn't matter and there was too much going on.
Now the molt is supposed to activate. Molting shed status effects.
But the rest of us
This is
were
like
ratted.
the concert of 1999. The temporal ripples from this one event are off the charts. Plus, Flare is way hotter than any of those silly online boys.
We got 2.
Well, at least I can understand what those boys are singing.
Yes, I know you guys got rad. But I was on the side. I wasn't in. Wasn't touching.
Regardless, I won it for
legacy.
us. And it makes me feel like less of a piece of shit. Haley picks for the win. What? Cold hair. I don't know what you thought you heard. Oh, I'll use my on-call crew.
I need to use arch gun? You sure? I don't know, they were dying just now.
I don't know if I should praise you or be depressed.
Is this what the kids are calling a mosh pit? You know, I can see the appeal.
I anyone
Chara6435, thank you so much for the follow. What happened? I don't know. What do you mean what happened?
Heretic, I am your salvation!
Good morning, Christopher. Christopher says good morning.
Hello. Morning. Although it's night.
Chara says just call me Chara. I'm stuck trying to do Gold Mastery 9. Not that good at stealth. Oh, good luck. At least you get to do as many like tests in a day as you want. You used to have to do the practice tests, and then if you failed the actual test, you'd have to wait a whole day to try it again. Now you can just keep going, so I wish you the best and good luck. If you do still continue to struggle, maybe taking some time to go farm a frame like Ivara, you know, or technically like Loki or Ash or something else might be helpful.
Chris_Topher_2 just subscribed for 16 months. Kick.
Thanks, Christopher. If you can't use abilities and you need to be invisible, Wisp's passive allows you to be invisible when your feet are not touching the ground. I don't even know if passives still apply in missions anymore, in Mastery rank anymore, but that might be an option. If you say so, Christopher, it seems like it. Do you, Clapgreen? Yeah, sometimes the watch streaks are really buggy. Supposedly they were looking to possibly implement something that would allow people to fix a single watch streak error by like rewatching a VOD from the day that they missed, but that hasn't been implemented yet.
the deal with all these peely picks? Don't we have more important things to worry about?
First off, peely picks are awesome and collectible, and I don't need a reason. Secondly, because you asked, they're like timeline breadcrumbs, each one marking a moment. And when I find one, like on a hell scrubber, we know we've been here before. So make with the scrubbing.
Pick this up.
What the fuck happened now?
Dang, I'm stuck.
Hmm?
I got stuck for a second between a crate and a wall.
I thought it was supposed to be a rock and a hard place.
That's what you get, Arjun.
Motherfucker.
Gotta go.
I always thought
Owie.
science was a lot more stuffy than this.
It's not science, it's Archimedia.
What about that, Archon? I didn't let you die. I could have let you die, but I didn't. Sana.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh, what-oh. Oh, shit. I broke it. Archon left because he couldn't stand it that I saved him. Ow. Which also got you an Umbra Forma and your friend 2 Halford shards. Nice. Right now, stroke trying to read that. You saw a pic on social media that said Skibbity Rizzler is 8, no cap on the cake. Something, something. I'm dying. We're bleeding out.
I always say learn more from failure than success.
Well, I don't care
Did
anymore.
we learn anything? Dude, how are you the most normal person I know? Not exactly scientific, but they're what I had. But
Gee,
they're
sure
so
hope
shiny.
you... Sure hope my ETA role isn't Dookie, says Sora. Good luck post-migration. Yeah. Game acting like you weren't close enough to use instant revives. Yeah, I don't know. Hi. Hello, Arthur. I'm good. It's just been a whirlwind of a weekend. Had my brother come bring the kids over yesterday, and we went out to dinner and got ice cream and then came back here and I let the kids sleep over. So it was kind of chaotic. Thankfully, I was picking up after them like as the day went along, so there's not as much for me to do now that they've left. And I kept having to be like, okay, these are the things you have to do to pick up after yourself, because especially the girls, they're on the younger side, so they're not as conscious about it. It was fun though. I only had to have one talking to the whole weekend, so could have been a lot worse. Food's ready. We're having chicken stir fry tonight. Help yourself, kiddo. But be warned, I did the cooking, so you're taking your own life in your hands. Yeah, kill. If you get a chance. No rush. Lavos is such a good frame. You know, I don't really play him much. My oldest niece thought it was a good idea to put a bunch of my bouncy balls that I have told her in the past are part of my collection, but I don't think she remembered, and she had them in her backpack. And I was like, you gotta pick up some of the bouncy balls. And I was like, where are the rest of them? She's like, oh, well, I was gonna ask you if I could take them home, and they were already packed in her bag. And I was like, you do know that's stealing, right? You didn't ask me, and you were just gonna take a bunch of my stuff home without telling me. And she just assumed that I have this white set of drawers that's for storage, and she asked if she could paint on it with me, and I was like, that's fine, you know, we can paint it together. I was thinking of something a bit more not rainbow and sparkles, and while I was sleeping, she just painted it all by herself. And then thought that she was going to be allowed to take it home. She's like, oh, I'm going to need help bringing my stuff out. And I was like, what did you have that you have to bring out? She's like, oh, well, that too. And I was like, you didn't ask me to take that home. That's staying here. Killaday, I don't need 101 plat. I have 10,000. Anyway, message me if you want to try this again this week or not. Alright, Archon.
Yeah.
You gonna finish your own run?
No need.
Or do you get all that plat? I bought it. I had a 200% coupon. And then chat was like, here's the money to do it. You sure? Yeah, I'm sure, man. I don't need it. But yeah, I had a 200% bonus. And so chat was like, here's the money to buy the pack. And I was like, okay, thank you. Not the highest coupon was 75%. Nope, I had a 200% bonus. So I am all good on plat for a while. Yeah, bonus. So like when you buy the packs that have platinum in it, you get that plat plus 200% more. So it's like that plat and then that plat again and then that plat a third time. So I ended up getting 9,000 and something plat from the packs. I'll get you, watch. I'm sure you probably will, Kill. Thank you though, man. I don't need anything. I'm good. I am A-okay. Teach them young you like that approach. Then they wouldn't be a lazy degenerate like me. I do try to give them some teachings. I don't want it to all be like super strict or anything like that when they're here. Plus, you know, they're allowed to have freedoms and be kids. Like, I don't care if they paint. I'm just trying to let them know, hey, these are the things you might want to be respectful about when it comes to painting. Because they know that they can just ask for paper or ask me to print them pictures and then they can use what they want for paints. But I'm especially, you know, with the girls, I'm trying to be like, hey, these are the rules. Why not use the brushes you've already used instead of taking all of my new brushes? Because I didn't realize they were going to keep taking a new brush every time. So now I have a whole bunch less brushes that are brand new, which is lovely. It's not the end of the world. Like, reusing brushes is kind of what you're supposed to do. And these were cheap anyway. If they had been expensive, I would have put them away, but... yeah. I think my oldest niece is becoming a bit entitled, and I don't like it, so not having it happen around here again. She's gotten to the point where she's kind of... if I say something and it isn't exactly what she wants, she's giving like a a pouty, angry face. Like almost like a how dare you look to her. And I'm not loving that. So, because we were out to eat, and the oldest nephew was like, you know, can we get mozzarella sticks as an appetizer? And I was like, yeah, we can get mozzarella sticks as an appetizer. And then the oldest niece was just like, was there going to be enough for everybody? And because we had asked how many were in it, and they said, you know, she thinks there were 6. And the oldest niece had told the waitress, she was like, well, do you think they could make it at 12? And I was like, how about I order just the one for right now, the one set, and, you know, if there's not enough, we can order more, but for now, we'll just let it come out. And she's like, giving me this, like, pouty, angry face. And I'm like, you will get at least 1 mozzarella stick. Yeah,
you
like
tell
that,
Dad
Arthur.
everything.
Huh? Yeah, I know. I won't... Well, he was there when she did that. I think. No, that was from before. Because I had ordered the apps before. Doesn't that mean that the kids are a bit too spoiled? Well, at home, it's not necessarily around me that this kind of stuff is being caused by it. Like, I'm not... I put my foot down. I tell them no to all kinds of stuff. But, you know, I only see them once every few months. Just order 2. Yeah. And I was like, you're gonna get at least 1 mozzarella stick. And she was kind of being, like, huffy at me. And I'm like, are you for real right now? I'm taking you all out to dinner, letting you pick whatever you want on the menu, and you get ice cream afterwards, and you're gonna be huffy to me because you're not sure how many mozzarella sticks you're gonna get as an appetizer? When I let you order 2 different kids' meals on the menu? Like, come on. There was plenty of food.
Other than the fact that they ate fucking everything and anything, stuffed their face full of crap.
Yeah, they ate a lot of junk. They eat way too much junk food. Because I know they eat like this at home, too. I mean, I wasn't gonna correct the littlest one for doing that with her father right there. But he didn't stop her, so I'm like... This littlest one, she's only 6, but she's like reaching at and just like fistfulling the nacho cheese from the bottom of the nachos because she didn't want the actual nachos, but she really liked the cheese. So she just keeps going back and grabbing like another chunk and another chunk and another chunk and another chunk, and I'm like, oh my god. Like, that's supposed to be for everybody, and she's just...
Well, you should have stopped her. You're paying, he's not.
Yes, but... He's
No,
right
but-
there. That's his kid to discipline. It feels weird to discipline them in front of him.
He wasn't paying attention, obviously.
No, because he helped her get more. It was just kind of gross to me, is all. But I didn't want her to not have a bad time, so if it's not gonna do
Don't
it, you
matter.
gotta... Yeah, well. The good thing is if I tell her something, she listens. And when I was scrubbing the floor with a sponge because they got paint on the floor, I give them a piece of paper. They paint the piece of paper. Sometimes the paint leaks through the paper. Sometimes they get it a little bit off the edge. It's not like they're trying to paint the floor. But it gets a little bit messy. And so I was scrubbing it while they were all playing. And she comes waddling out to the kitchen and she goes, "Can I help you?" And I was like, "You know what? Yes, thank you. That would be great." Because I was telling her earlier in the day that, you know, cleaning up after yourself a little bit helps me out a lot, because usually when you guys leave, it takes me hours to clean the whole apartment again. And she goes, "Oh, well, that doesn't sound fair. That's not fun." And I was like, "No, it's not. But, you know, I want you guys to be able to come in here and hang out." And so I think that was kind of what got her to want to come over and ask me if I needed help with anything. And so I go real big case of spoiled kids then. They're normally, like, I'd say maybe 75-80% of the time, they're great. They're a little hyper, especially the younger ones, but they're great. Some of the times you're just like, for real? You really just did that? You get a slap in the face by reality soon enough if you don't correct them. Yeah. That's to be expected, though. In terms of the... Which part, Golter? Are you playing more Warframe, Joe, or what's the plan here?
Only for a little bit.
Okay.
I'm going down to Fortuna. There. Orb.
For...
For what?
For
Coat?
what?
I don't need a fur coat.
The 75% thing. Hyper, yeah. So, they're great kids. I love having them over. It's just, there are some definite times where I'm just like, alright, learning experience. I think kids should be hyper, but any misbehavior should at least be noted to them. Yeah, and I do. Especially, like, if my brother's not around, again, if he's around, it's supposed to be his responsibility. I don't want to step on toes. I mean, I try not to, at least. But I do tell them, I'm like, hey, this is not cool. And I stick to my ground. If I say, if you do that again, it's going to be taken away, I take shit away. Thankfully, luckily, they usually listen, so I haven't had to do that. My biggest issue is that they just eat everything in sight. Like, everything. If they can get their hands on it, especially dessert-wise, they will just eat everything.
It's disgusting. They are disgusting.
It's a lot of food. Like, an uncomfortable amount of food. Sometimes the threat don't work, make it happen. Right. Well, I did tell them, I was like, hey, if you do that one more time, it will be taken away. And if it's something that I've had to tell them about since they've been here, because if it's been a few months since they've been here, they haven't heard me say a rule, sometimes I'll give them a little leniency depending on what it is. But if I've already given them a warning, even if it was like the day or before or whatever, because they slept over, you already got your warning. I'm taking whatever it is that you did. You completely disregarded the situation. And that's why when I found out that my niece had put a whole giant fistful of super bouncy balls in her backpack without asking, because she was like, oh, I forgot. I was going to ask you if I can bring those home. I had to take her to the side and, like, actually give her a talking to and be like, hey, this is not okay. You just technically stole my stuff. If I hadn't asked you, you were gonna go home with a bunch of my belongings. I think kids should be hyper misbehavior, not hers, but it's your place. You set the ground rules. Yeah.
I don't even have any Valkyrie mods.
I
can't help you there, Clap.
It's because it's part of New Loka and Perrin.
Wait, there's some in Perrin?
I think that's what they said earlier, and that's why I said for them to ask you.
Oh, then maybe I can. I'm pairing. If it's in pairing, then I'm pairing. I'm looking for the solar fucking toroid thing. Toroids.
Oh.
When you say, oh, I already got one.
Yeah, I know, but sometimes they can be a pain. Why do you need toroids?
I'm gonna test out this new... What's a fucking thing called? An amp.
Carl, that kills people.
Hello, Big Mac. Hello, DJ Crow. How are you? You know, you'd be a bad parent for this, but one thing you do is always keep the kids' insight, and if they want to make a small mistake, keep telling no to them. Let them do the mistake, they'll learn the hard way. I've done it. I watched exactly what my oldest niece was gonna do with a cardboard box, and I was just like, okay. And I'm watching her just toss it. She's not like making sure it sits on the couch. She just like pushed it so that it would hopefully land the other way. And it pushed forward and knocked some stuff off the table. And I looked at her and I was like, was that smart? She's like, no. And I was like, this is what I was telling you earlier about, you know, maybe cause and effect, looking at your surroundings, thinking what's going to happen if I do what I'm about to do, if this isn't smart. Big Mama Spider's saying stuff. Oh, I'm sorry, Arthur. Like, no running by the pools. Yeah, no, there are definitely times, as long as I know someone is not going to directly be hurt by whatever it is they're doing, I let them make their mistakes.
Eternal war and prolonged paralysis.
Kids learn the hard way that we adults do know some of life, do know some of what life has to offer. Yeah. Yep. I'll watch what they're doing, and I was like, yeah, I can see this going foul. And I'm watching what they do, and I'm like, yep, that right there. You just did exactly what I thought was going to happen, because you're not looking at it from what's going to happen if I do this. They just do it without thinking. They move around without looking. The amount of not knowing where all of their limbs are when they're doing stuff, it's very apparent. I mean, don't get me wrong, I'm a klutz too, but yeah. They don't pay attention to what they're doing at all. Especially the girls. But again, they're on the younger side. They'll learn. I think they have a better chance, in my opinion, because they weren't homeschooled as long. Not that there's anything necessarily wrong with homeschooling, but it depends on the parent, and I am not a fan of their mom. Helldivers 2 is a 91%. Oh, nice! Hyper green.
Someone still needs to buy.
I know. I will tonight.
Need to call the tolls and shit tomorrow. Alright, I got the final one.
That's all you need?
Need to fish.
Okay. Still here? Or no?
Yes. That Tamara or whatever the fuck they're called.
Oh, I am gonna buy it tonight. Fuck all you. I'm buying it tonight.
I don't remember where they're from though.
Truth Malice says, speaking of younger side of things, we're going through our old storage unit and you found a bag of Transformers from when you were a kid. So you were very happy today? Nice. Yeah, my niece remembered that I had a bunch of Play-Doh toys, but no actual Play-Doh, because all the toys are, like, old as shit and the Play-Doh was dried up. So she ended up bringing some of her own Play-Doh with her. Because she knew I had the toys.
Really?
Yeah, oh yeah. And I was like, you're smart. Go for it. Because I finally got all those toys back from my mom and she was over the last time and looking at them. She was like, these are cool. And I was like, yeah, I just don't have any Play-Doh. I'm sorry about all the ads, people. I don't remember where the entrance is.
Hmm?
Said I don't really remember where the entrance is.
Or what?
The cave you're in.
Where the fish is.
You're such a nice person.
Huh?
I said you're such a nice person.
Do you not fucking see the fish symbol on the map?
I could see one of the caves. I saw where you were, and I was looking for the other entrance.
Don't know what you just said, you cut out.
I was looking for the entrance.
And it's at the fish!
There's no fucking fish symbol on my end.
You don't see the fish symbol.
I didn't. I'm in here with you now, ding dong.
I know you are. I just saw you, but you should be able to see the marks on the map. I can see other people's marks on the map.
I wasn't. I didn't have the map open. I was looking at it from the little mini map. So I only see the small mountain symbol and the big mountain symbol. And I remembered I had to go to the small mountain symbol because that's the entrance. Divine Shadow King says, meanwhile, you sadly lost one of yours forever. And it was one of your mom's friend gave you. Aww. Of a Transformer. That sucks. What fish does Joe need, says Goltair? I don't know.
From something.
Still have some Bionicle and early gen Hero Factory Lego from when you were a kid. They make you smile. You got one of the new line of Transformers. He's part of a combiner, so you're very happy. Same as Vortex, and he's a helicopter, and you love him. I was watching a video earlier, and somebody was talking about the fact that this was like a multi-piece set, and each part of it cost $25, and he was like, "You're gonna have to spend like $300 to get the whole set," as he's like picking up each of the pieces. It's like, toys are so expensive these days. Clap Greek wants to know if there's a mod you need.
I don't have any for the Valkyrie, but none that I can think of.
Hello, Ice Wisdom. It's nice to meet you. Ice Wisdom. I think it was like 30 plus shipping. There's another 3, and then a 4th who's a bit bigger, but it'll definitely cost more. Divine Shadow King says they've started the collection of the 86 movie Constructicons. You've lost me. How's your day going? Good. I just sent my nieces and nephews home a few hours ago. They were here significantly longer than I was originally expecting, but it's all good. I had a lot of fun with them. Yesterday my brother's like, yeah, I get out at 5:30, so you can either bring them home before that or I can swing over after I get home. And I was like, it's good. I cleared the whole weekend for this. You know, I don't mind hanging on to them, but we can play it by ear. We'll see what happens in the morning. And then the kids had already was like, no, can we stay? And I was like, okay. Even one of the boys had said that too. The oldest was just like, can we stay? And I was like, okay. So that was the case with that, but yeah, he ended up getting out of work and then went grocery shopping, walked his dog, brought somebody else home, then headed here. I was like, good God. So he didn't get here until almost 9:30, around 9:30. Like, that's a 4-hour difference. All right. Good thing I fed the kids. I wasn't planning on it because they were going to go home at like 5, 6 o'clock. But I was able to figure it out. Because one of the boys didn't have any leftovers from yesterday, so I let him eat my leftovers. Which was fine. And then the youngest was still hungry. But she didn't like my leftovers from the other night. I was like, just try it. If you don't like it, we'll figure something else out, but you gotta try it. And she tried it, and she was like ready to spit it out. And I was like, okay. Don't know why she didn't like it, but it's fine. So I ended up making her a smoothie instead, and then everybody wanted smoothies, and everybody complained there was too much milk in the first batch, but I let the littlest one pick how much fruit she wanted to add, so not my fault. Better have gotten food. Oh yeah, I've had food today. I just let him eat my restaurant leftovers. Found a weird collection of the Bayverse Constructicon designs, but with the G1 lime green, and still got to assemble him again. Nice. Oh, you got Scrapper and Bone Crusher. Bone Crusher is That's funny. There's two that are a 2-pack for $90 due to them having the parts for a Devastator. No, that's fine. Go for it. Go for the Transformer nerd stuff. But yeah, what I need to do is definitely maybe lock up some of my snack food next time and have something else for them to drink.
They also went into your candy while we were sleeping.
Yeah, they went into... Well, I had told them before that if they were hungry, they could, you know, take snacks one of the last times that they were here. But yeah, they went in and just took... They ate some of my candy that I got from Canada, so I can't replace it. And then, I know I saw the oldest girl throwing away some wrappers, so she definitely took some of my snacks that are near the trash, too. So I have a little thing dangling that I just put snacks in. Like, they ate a lot of food.
And a lot of junk.
Yeah. And it's not like I didn't make them food. Like, they woke up wicked early. One of the girls said she was up at 6 a.m., even though she claimed she didn't go to bed till 2 or 3. So. She was just up roaming around snacking on food the whole morning. And I have a big, like, what is this, 4 pounds? It's a massive jar of M&Ms. Almost 4 pounds. 2 ounces shy of 4-pound jar of M&Ms. She's like, ooh, M&Ms last night. And I was like, yeah, you can go get a bowl and you can pour yourself some. She's got like a regular cereal bowl, like a bowl from the kitchen, and she has it filled like an inch from the top with M&Ms. And I look at her and I was like, you were not eating all of those in one sitting. She had complained to me after she had had that bowl for like 5 or 10 minutes that her stomach was hurting from the M&Ms. And I was like, yeah, I'm not surprised. And then a few minutes later, she's back eating more. And I was like, oh, no, you're not.
They are gross.
When it comes to food, it's...
Gross.
Yeah. I don't like saying that, but yeah.
They are pre-diabetic.
Yeah. I don't like how much soda and stuff that the boys feel like they need, too, which is a lot.
And I drank a ton when I was younger, too, I think.
I don't know. That's just...
I don't think it was that much.
Like, I had... What, 6 cans of soda, and both the boys had already had 2 cans each, and my brother had taken one, and they'd only been here 2 hours.
Your brother had 2.
Oh, my brother had 2.
I think.
Then everybody had 2, then I think.
I have caught a bunch of fish, so I think I'm good.
And then apparently the oldest boy didn't like my sparkling water and dumped it, which is fine, but he said, "Yeah, this is gross," and then dumped it.
I told him to dump it.
Yeah, but that's frustrating because I could have at least used that to mix with my juices or something instead of wasting it. He'd only taken a few sips.
He had a snuffly nose.
Fair. That's something you would have done to be a smartass kid, not gonna lie. Anyway. No, I get that, and that's why I didn't, like, I don't yell at them. I have conversations with them and give them, you know, pointers, directions, and whatnot, but, but yeah, it's just, I really gotta, I'm not gonna let them eat like that when they're here. If they want to eat like that at home, I can't stop them, but that's the last time they're eating like that here, because that was repulsive.
They're fucking pigs.
Like, it was a lot of food.
And just mixing junk after junk after junk
Yeah.
in their stomach.
She took an entire, like, that box of Mike and Ike's was almost completely full. The container of Airheads, I had only eaten, like, 2 out of it, I think. And she took some other candy and had them all mixed in a cup. So I know that that cup, the Donkey Kong one, had to have been full with how much she put in there by the time I woke up.
Didn't look that full when I saw it, but...
Because she had it since she woke up. I'm telling you, she took that Mike and Ike's was at least half full, if not more. And I had only taken 2 of those Airheads out. So there's no way that that thing, when she poured it for herself, wasn't full. If they want to eat because they're hungry, they should be eating real food. I'm not trying to, like, starve these kids. It's just the amount of junk food that they ate in my house.
They could use it.
Holy shit. That being the fact that only prevents enemies from activating alarm consoles. If they die from the 4, they're in the middle of activating alarms. They don't die to Ureli's 4, the alarm still activates. Like, after all that junk food and a smoothie that I was literally making her, she's like, oh yeah, I have my ice cream, I want to eat that too. And I was like, no. No, you're gonna wait. You're gonna bring it home with you. Are these kids old enough to realize junk food isn't filling? The littlest one, no, she's 6. The boys are old enough. So the ages are, the youngest is a girl and she's 6. The second youngest is another girl, and she's 8. And the boys are 12 and 14. The 12-year-old's about to be 13 soon. So, yeah. I mean, junk food isn't filling. It fills the hole in my empty life. Consolation. Sounds like your dad's girlfriend's grandkids only think they eat is fried chicken and mac and cheese, nothing else. At least that's substantial. I don't know. Honestly, I'm just worried about them at this point.
You should be. They're already child obese and gonna be diabetic.
You know.
She was already exhausted from not even going that far from that walk.
Yeah, but little kids act like that and get like that too.
Did you see her face?
I did see her face.
She was red as hell.
I know. I know. We weren't even outside an hour.
And she's the one that wants to go on the goddamn treadmill.
I know.
What a fucking piece of shit.
She asked me a couple of times too, and it takes up so much space, and then everybody wants to get on it, and it's a cause of fight.
I'm done.
So. Oh, okay.
I got what I wanted. It's the parts of building.
I remember as a kid that it was easy to be out all day and not run out of energy. Yeah. I don't know. I'm trying to be careful with how I word it because I don't want them to have, like, an eating disorder or body image issues because of something I say or how I handle food when they're here. But they can't do that to themselves. If it were once in a while, if this were just a week, like, even just a weekend, it's a lot of junk food. But, like, even if it were just the weekend, you know, that they came here every few months and they were allowed to kind of go ham, I don't think it would be a problem, but I can't change their dietary habits at home, so it's tough when they're here, and I want them to be able to have fun and eat the junk food, and I'm like, I really can't, because it's really bad. That's a lot of fucking food. Hello, Raven. Like, I'm at least trying with the little one when she said that she wants to go put makeup on because she wants to be pretty. I'm, like, telling her, I'm like, no, you're pretty without it. You can be fancy. You can be fancy and put makeup on, but I don't want her tying that to that, especially because her mom doesn't like that kind of stuff. Cooking can be fun. Yeah, well, I wanted to be able to take them out to eat, mainly because I know my brother works his frigging ass off and never gets to really do that kind of stuff. Because who can afford to take 4 munchkins out to eat in this economy? So, yeah.
Meow, meow, meow. Don't be thinking of anything with my book back.
But I tried to do smoothies, and then the oldest girl was like, oh, I'm gonna add the strawberry syrup to this to give it more of the strawberry flavor, and I was like, that's not a good idea. We're gonna leave it like this. It's just a lot. You, clearly. Hmm? I missed something, Goldhair.
Oh, let me go look at the mods.
What do you want to do after this? It's not really much.
And do nothing. Gonna go back to watching YouTube.
Okay.
Eternal War, I remember them saying. And prolonged paralysis. They part of the clan?
I don't think so. Clap Creek. Are you listening? I don't know what to do.
Hmm?
And I don't really know what to do. Seems kind
Go
of
play art.
early to... I could do art. I really don't know what I want to do.
The game's dead and gone, Caleb. If there's nothing to play, don't play it.
I could go back down to Nakak because I got a few of the pearls from the alert.
Hello, clap, clap. Where are you at?
Funny, Gold Hair. Isn't that on PlayStation?
What?
Tales of Arise. Don't I have that?
Xbox.
Do I have it on the Xbox?
Did. Or you do, I don't know.
Remember. I don't remember where I played that from. No, it's on
What's his
Game
name?
Pass.
Clap Creed, clap something.
Yeah, Clap Creek.
Hello?
Free advice with or without
Well, let me see if they're even still here. You're not just speaking into the ether. They might have stepped out. I don't see them on the list. Deimos bounties? No, not particularly. It's like 186. The poster, there's the emote. So we'll just get the poster for now.
Oh, that's why that fucker wasn't responding to me.
Why?
He had a VOD playing.
You had a VOD playing?
Mm-hmm. Excuse me. Shut up, Luna.
Yeah, I think I have it on my PlayStation. Maybe? Turtles, Tech. Oh, it is on here. I really don't want to play that. I really don't want to play anything right now for some reason. This is the my apartment feels quiet again syndrome. I should hydrate. That's a good idea. I'm glad I ended up making that double batch for the pancakes, because I almost made just the single batch, thinking it would be enough. But, I only have 3 pancakes left.
Yeah, well, you guys ate them all fucking day long.
I only
I
ate
saw the
3!
little one eating it, like, left and right.
I only had 3. I have 4, I think, if you count yours. Only had like 3 or 4. I could double both hero mounts, the soul walker, light snack. Because I had that, and then I didn't eat again until that little plate of food that I had for dinner. I do arts and crafts, I don't know. I'm kind of feeling off. What I am going to do is take a quick break and go take another allergy med because it is bugging the ever-living crap out of me right now. So I'm just going to take a second one today, even though package says I shouldn't. Weirdo Primary said I could. Guess I'll take a second one. Hold on, guys. I'll be right back.
YouTube.
Alright, I am back.
You're back?
Mm-hmm.
You didn't say anything.
I said, oh, I'm back.
Didn't hear it all.
Well, I said it. Any nefarious dailies left? I don't know what you mean, Soulwalker. Which puppy did you pick in Soulframe? I haven't played Soulframe yet. Hello, Doth Crew. How are you? Hello, Vader. Hmm?
You know the berries that we were trying to hit with shit?
Mm-hmm.
You can have your buggy, the ant, carry a grass in its pincers, and then throw that shit at the berry, knock it down.
Oh, that's cool.
Mm-hmm. Watching this dude giving tips.
Not to be so literal, fam. Just asking if you had any sorties or whatever. Did I click the right one? Okay. Finally have time to watch streams again. This is Constantino. Well, welcome back. Your girlfriend is suffering with cramps, so she's lying on one of my plushies as she sleeps and taking up my whole ass bed, so I won't be sleeping super well tonight. That sucks, Vader.
Costantino03 just subscribed for 16 months.
Reads text, doesn't answer, continues. Well, Soulwalker, the way that you had phrased it, I was confused, and then, you know, I don't plan to do any of my sorties or anything like that, so I didn't know if you were asking just me or everyone. Constantino, thank you so much for the resub. Interesting. The blue, red, and white look makes it very almost superhero-esque. Ooh, I like this one. Like an Egyptian looking vibe with the color scheme. I don't like this one as much. It's not really for me. It's a pretty red though. I don't know how I'm gonna make that chest work. Right now you're in a hotel and you're waiting for your friends to wake up. You spend a total of 6 hours on a train ride. Oh, that sounds awful. Since she's a ballerina, the Mirage and Narrow Noble animation would be appropriate. The Mirage one? This is the Noble. Maybe. Besides the chest. Oh, the inside of her head is kind of funky too. I don't know if I can do this. I gotta figure out how I would make that work. I don't want to just like paint it as a scene. I want it to kind of move. We'll see what I can do. Might have to use some sort of like, I don't know. Press square or X if you use pat. Yes, it's literally already on it. Don't know what you want from me, Christopher. It's already showing it. Took the train ad. At 50. Hold on. You took the train at 5:42 a.m., got you to Naples Central, and after 30 minutes the train for Padova, where you are now, arrived. You arrived in Padova at 12:04 a.m. Oh man. Vader's asking me if I could have a Warframe as a bodyguard for one day to either show off or protect you. Who would you choose? And what skin would you want? I don't know. It doesn't really apply to anything I would need in life. I don't need a bodyguard for anything, so that kind of feels weird to answer. Show off. I don't know. You're saying I'll see the animation in the arsenal? Yeah, so that's not a bad idea. Bushwalker, it's literally the first message you've ever typed in my chat, and that's extremely inappropriate. You still suggest Mirage's agile animation? No, it's not bad, Christopher. Thank you, Joe.
Mm-hmm.
Just realized she's a total cyborg in this skin. I love this skin. I love all the skirt pieces everywhere. I think it's a really cool skin, and I'm just trying to work out how I would start to approach some of this for a costume. I think a lot of it honestly can just be sewn. Like, I really don't need to use a lot of EVA foam. Like, this can just be sewn and then put... There's like a way to add this type of work to it, and it could literally just be sewn. I want to get better at sewing anyway, so that's part of the goal here. To use some sort of pleather. Because it already has the pleather texture.
Too slow, Goltaire.
You were waiting for that. The skin is your favorite deluxe skin. Some people don't know how to read the room. Yeah, well, that guy literally just came in and was saying stupid shit. And I called him out on it. And he just goes, "You're probably 12. Yeah, okay. Whatever the fuck helps you sleep at night. I'm old enough to have a 12-year-old.
Abandoned and reported.
Cyber limb, cyber heart. look like... Look, the coils on this look so interesting being inside the diode, but they literally look like the exact same coil as this, just tighter. Can it just sit? You know what? We're going to capture a. Okay. I don't really plan to do any more squads, Vader. They kind of just look like a tighter version of those coils. I mean, when you're in Captura, it's funny because they don't look like coils. They're literally just tubes with lines and stuff on them. But obviously, when I make the actual costume, I'm gonna make them coils and not just tubes with lines painted on them. These look cool too. That's crazy, Soul Walker. Where does it bend for the skirt? See, part of me wants to work with some sort of animatronic that would allow them to do that, but I don't know if that's just too much. Or out of my wheelhouse. It's like, this could definitely just be a chest plate that I painted to look like that with those cool colors. And have it have like a clear plastic thing over it. Obviously, I would love it if it were something that could actually move. Because obviously it has like a cool thing going on inside. They go through this front of her face, too. Found out what those tubes are called. It's wire loom tubing, if you say so. Are you talking about these ones? Are you talking about the, like, diode-looking ones? Great, a space terminator who dances. Both. Okay. This type of tubing can also go in the diodes. Wire loom tubing. Yeah, I mean, it does kind of look like that, but I don't have to use that. Plus, the gapping is different. It looks similar, but I don't think it's exactly the same. You can see what they're talking about. Like, it's got a similar shape to it, but the distance between each, like, lump is not the same as her skirts. So I'm sure this would be an option, but yeah. Morning, Reaper. You were thinking more as inspiration option. Yeah, I want to try to get it as close to accurate as possible, but we'll see. I mean, I might have to do something along like a pre-made line just because of finances, but we'll see. It just doesn't look completely correct. For the water hose or Gyro Deluxe. No, I'm trying to pre-plan out and start early, like actually early this time with the Gyro Deluxe. Yes, I have a little bit to finish up on Citrine, but I don't want to do Citrine right now, right this very second, because I'm kind of feeling a little tired and my brain feels a little off. So I'm just pre-planning and thinking up some ideas while getting a better look at the actual skin. You're going tubular? Do we mean Bill and Ted? You know, it's funny because we went back to 1999, so maybe. I need some thinner tubes. What do you mean? I would definitely want to find a way to put some sort of magnet, like, in these. So I can magnet them up on my skirts for myself for when I'm walking around and I don't want to trip. Because the idea of having a bunch of things dragging all over the floor sounds awful. So they're either going to have an easy disconnection point, or ideally have some way for them to just, like, magnet up or something to the skirt. The tubes on the skin looks like tubes we use at work to vacuum up coffee beans. People might step on them. That too. Might be able to use a squishy-ish material for the strands and tightly coil And tightly around string for the indentations. Yeah. Maybe. I mean, I could go the really hard route and just make a bunch of foam circles and then carve them down to match. But we'll see. That way they would be more exact. I am thinking kind of using something more flexible. Not that foam isn't flexible, but it does keep it a bit more rigid than like plastic that's meant to bend. So the wire tubing, the plastic tubing is not a terrible idea, because if I can, I would like to be able to like mimic the fourth ability. I don't know if it's possible. But I want the tubes to be able to go up. I don't know. It's tough because I know her other skin allows the tubing to like sit. It doesn't look as crazy as this when her skirt goes up. But I'm not sure if I can do that. A built-in fan under the skirt. It's not a terrible idea to do something like that, or because like it is really sporadic with how it moves. And when she's walking, they're kind of sporadic as well. Wondering if I do it like a corset style, and then this part is like a jacket that goes on, and then those snap onto the corset. So I think that would be for the best, because that could just be the part that goes under, and then this clothing into the arm would be its own like jacket piece to put over it. So all of this is a built-up corset that goes around my neck. That's a jacket that comes forward. So what I'm imagining, it's hard to zoom into her booba here, but the booba up to the collar could be one piece, like the actual neck, and then the puffy actual collar part would be attached to like a little half coat, because if it looks on the back, it's like a half coat. So the bottom part could be part of the corset, and it could honestly go up higher, and then this part is like a coat that goes on top, and then the tubes could be attached afterwards. How would you tackle the transparent core area? So that's the biggest issue that I'm having. I haven't quite figured it out. Because there's a transparent area here. There's the lines in the chest, which could be easily semi-duplicated by using just like a panel of light that flickers. And then it also has the same thing going on the back of the head. So I don't know if I just paint this as a scene and then allow lights to like flicker across. So there's a way that people put like acrylic up against a light, and like the edge of the acrylic is against the light and that light bounces across the acrylic. I'm wondering if I do something like that that just sends like tiny little pulses, but I'm not sure if that's possible. So this is the part that needs probably the most amount of research to figure out how I would make it kind of look like that. Because yes, the ball is supposed to spin. She doesn't sit still. Come on. Well, just imagine it's the same thing as the chest area, and the chest area sits still closer. So you can see that the ball is supposed to like pulse and spin, but even if I can't manage that because it's a flat drawing, I could probably get the idea of like the energy rushing across the surface. You can do a lamination paper. I don't know what that is. What is lamination paper? Lamination paper. Oh, you're just talking about like regular laminate? I mean, I guess something could have a reflective-y surface, something that gives like that water slicked idea. There's plenty of like coatings that it could kind of look like it's moving when I move around.
Night.
Good night. I'm wondering if there's some sort of like illusion magic. I mean, it could be solved if there are flat bendable screens. That would be inexpensive by the time that came around, but I still doubt that. Other option was grabbing some glass. Yeah. That's the part that I'm gonna have to probably do the most research on. I'm kind of just pre-planning out how I would attach things to try to hide as many seams as possible. I do apologize, but I might need to take another bathroom break. My stomach is killing me, so I might have to go take some of the anti-stomachache meds. actually think I am gonna do that right now. I'm so sorry. Here, I'll at least let the background noise play. Give me just a moment. Okay. Sorry about that. But yeah, I haven't decided how I'm gonna do the chest. I am still thinking about making this as some sort of doll first. So I can kind of sort of figure things out. So I think I might work on that next week. I would say this week, but Joe's birthday is the 16th, and I want to work on something for him first. So, well, I can't work on that on stream, so I might start this on stream, but I haven't decided yet. No, I am sorry. The stitch crochet looked really realistic. Thank you, Marvin. Yeah, my niece ended up loving it. I'm thinking for the skirt, that can literally just be... That can literally just be pleated fabric, or semi-pleated, draped. No, those lines are permanently there, they don't change. I can always, like, force it to try to do that. To be honest, I'm thinking about using actual metal to hold the skirt up. Like these areas. It might be covered in foam so I can give it, like, this particular metal look, but I might use some sort of actual metal or a dowel or something to give it that shape. But I think I could use metal and, like, hammer it into that shape. Not necessarily for the part that goes out and around that has, like, the diodes on it. But it's not a terrible idea either. Any plans for Joe's birthday this Saturday the 16th? Nothing specific. He's not a really big, like, let's go out and celebrate birthday kind of person. So... yeah. He's kind of a... go out to dinner, come back inside, watch some YouTube. Tap some ass, and be done for the night. Like, I don't know what else to tell you what he wants. You want to see Joe for Halloween being a Trader Joe mascot? Sorry, I'm still trying to think about how I would do the chest and head area. Again, worst comes to worst, I just make it a painted piece that either has a high gloss or a warped piece of like acrylic over it to give it that high shine. But I would like to be able to try to get it to move. It's not a flat area, and the fact that it domes around is the only unfortunate part. Because that makes it harder for me to do what I'm thinking. It's not like I can just be like, alright, people, let's just carve into my chest so I can have an actual gaping hole there. And she's kind of a fairly tiny frame in terms of her, you know, whole bust area, so it's not like I can even kind of warp the proportions. I would need to do way too much to be able to do it like that. Plus, there's still the fact that that same concept is in the back of the head as well. The back of the head, again, I could probably just paint it to look like that. Have some sort of like sticker on the inside of a piece of textured acrylic. But I don't know. The idea of it being able to have some sort of light go across the surface, at least, even if I can't get the image of the ball like on the electrical rod thing to move. Light across the surface of glass. Of acrylic. Let's go acrylic, because I already have some. So it looks like there are some ideas of like what I was thinking. So this kind of looks similar and would give that look. So if I textured the acrylic and put some sort of light source next to it instead of behind it, it could give that wave pattern. Wouldn't necessarily move as much as what she has, but partner's gonna get you Wisp's proto skin when she comes out. Nice. Clear acrylic prismatic lighting panels. I'm gonna not show you my screen because it will entirely dox me if I open up Amazon. What the heck does that mean? Oh, that's like a panel cover for lights. Interesting. That's kind of cool. I don't need something that big though. Like, this is kind of what I was thinking, is doing something like this. And having it do, like, waves of light or something. Where it would be painted, like the scene would be painted behind it, and then the front layer has, like, the lights. Please don't dox yourself. Yeah, I'm hoping not to do that. How did they... Hold on. Don't know. But yeah, so if I can't figure it out, worst comes to worst, I can just do something along this line. And I could definitely get, like, the lights to do some sort of magic trick across the surface. And I can just paint the image with the ball behind it. But I would like to try other things first. I do apologize. It has been a long couple of days. Those are cool. And these panels are probably, one, stupid expensive, and two, I couldn't program them to look close enough to what I'm looking for, so... Yeah, see how it's hitting the surface different? thinking something like that, just having a lot of texture. Maybe different layers, so one layer of acrylic on the outside and this one being just under the surface that has a shit ton of texture to it, so that when I shine the light on it, it'll catch. It looks like it stays that purple color, so I could do some sort of like purple tint, which I already have. One layer of it on the acrylic, and then the one underneath could have the lights. Yeah, Gyre's deluxe skin. I kind of want to push myself, and this one looks like a lot of fun. I am hoping to lose a bit of weight before starting the actual, like, bodice area. Not that it matters. You can be any weight you want and still cosplay. That is my 100% honest opinion. Just for myself at this point, though, health-wise and all kinds of other stuff, I want to lose some weight, and I will hopefully be able to look more like Gyre, hopefully, as I continue to work on other parts. It is such a pretty skin. Like, it's so nice. And I have a lot of ideas on how to make it work. Because the only part that I'll have to warp reality with, besides the chest and the helmet in the back, like, I get that those are, like, almost unrealistic expectations of myself. The only other thing would be the arms, but I'll just have to make them more my arm shaped and work around that. Because obviously, that little center coil right there with the three rings on it, yeah, my arms are bigger than that, in proportion to my body, so, that's gonna have to be wider. You still don't have the hold fast finished, because you need lanthorns. Oh no, that's a shame. Yeah, I think trying to figure out where I probably make all of that the helmet, and then the collar can just stand up. The thing is I'll have a lot more visual area because all of these, at least in the front, can be the tinted acrylic. With maybe like an oil slick effect on it to make it look like it's kind of capable of changing colors. You think you're level 3 or 4, but you're not sure how to farm the lanthorns and didn't have motivation for just to repeat the missions over and over and hope. Yeah, no, I get that. I get it. I hate to say it, but I am genuinely becoming quite sleepy. And I know it's only been a 3-hour stream, but like, I don't know how much more I can handle before I start to fall asleep on you guys, which is completely unfair to you to have me be like this. Partner is currently snoring in your ear. You think you get a lot of them for the Sanctum on Deimos. Hello, Hypergreed. Specific mission type that drops more if you've noticed. You do exclamation point Lanthorns, there might be a command. Goldhair's put together a shit ton of commands for all different kinds of resources and what the best mission is to use them. To get them. It's not how I was thinking of saying it the first time, but my brain is slowly shutting down on me. Guaranteed one from Netracels. Lanthorns are easiest to get in Kavia bounties. I mean, all this stuff is pulled from the wiki anyway, so... I'm sure you could still look at the wiki. If you do exclamation point wiki, I think it pulls up the Warframe wiki. You know what? I think I am going to read you guys out. I'm sorry. My brain is really struggling right now. Intercells aren't too hard if you're comfortable with Steel Path level missions. You sure you could do them? You honestly underestimate yourself a bit. You know what? I'm going to read Melzy. Oh no, she's stream ending. I was gonna go raid her, but she's ending her stream. She's raided me a couple of times recently, and that's been really nice of her, so... I feel like I haven't raided Meg recently. I went on like a Meg raiding spree for a while, I swear. I feel like it's been a little bit... Yeah, I haven't raided them in the last month. Alright, let's go say hi to Meg. I'm so sorry. I know it's been... Well, it's been about 3.5 hours, so it's not too bad. I'm hoping to do a longer stream later today, but I've been awake with the munchkins, like, a lot today. I did take a short nap in the middle of the day, but I'm just tired. It was a lot. 4 kids... Sleepover, run around Auntie's house. Yeah, I'm sleepy. I'm gonna I'm gonna go to bed now. You were here at least, Marshmallow? Yeah, I'm sorry that it's a short stream. Totally didn't pass out with the kittens. Yeah, my brain is shutting down. There's no way. I could keep streaming, but you guys are going to get the worst possible quality, and that's not fair to any of you, so I'm going to raid you off to someone who can give you a significantly better quality, and then I will be back, technically later today, because it's 3 a.m., for more. I'll start with something right after dinner, hopefully. Alright, good night, people. Goodbye, people. I'm gonna literally feed my crested geckos and throw myself at bed. Because that sounds like a good idea. Good night, goodbye. Thank you for spending time with me. I will see you all again soon. Probably more working on cosplay stuff in the near future, too. And playing some more games and all the fun things. So good night, goodbye. Enjoy hanging out with Meg. She's great.